Okay, we're all back together. I cleaned up the outside a little bit. In a few minutes, we're going to start it up for you. This is not our first generator. Our first generator was a Coleman. It was a 2500 watt Coleman on a little cart that rolled around. It was small. It was powerful. It was incredibly noisy. And we got complaints at campgrounds a couple of times. People, while we were running it in the middle of the day, people complaining about how noisy it was. I was like, sorry, it's Coleman. What do you want me to do? It sounded like a tractor. It was so noisy. Our second generator was a Generac, and it was very similar in size to this, similar in power. It was a nice little generator when it ran. The Generac was great when it ran. It was useless when it didn't. I had it in for service once or twice, I think, and we just continued to have problems with it. And the Generac customer service people were great. They talked to me on the phone. They tried to give me advice. We had problems. They ended up just sending me a new one. And I said, you want me to send the old one back? And they said, no, just keep it. Which was very generous of them to do. Very generous at Generac. But we just decided it was too difficult to keep it going. So in October of 2020, we bought the Honda. I have had zero problems with this generator. It runs great. It's quiet. It doesn't use very much fuel. The one little addendum to this is once a month, I come out and I start this up and I run it for 5 minutes because I want to make sure that the gasoline in there isn't, getting sticky in there and causing problems. So once a month, I run it for 5 minutes and I keep a record of all the time that we spend running this generator. Since October of 2020, we have run this generator 600 hours. I think I've changed the oil maybe 3 times. I've changed the spark plugs maybe twice. Clean the filters, and do that kind of stuff after we come back from boondock camping. And hey, it's great. I haven't changed the oil every time after every camping experience, but I'm doing it now because I think it's just a good idea. But it's a great little generator, and I strongly recommend it. It's the Honda EU2200. And there we go. I should have showed you. It started up on the very first pull. Very rarely does it not start on the first pull. Usually it doesn't when it's been very cold at night, but otherwise, pull it and go. That's all it takes. Very pleased with this unit.